Continuing with Exodus 10.1. And the Lord said to Moshe, Go into Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I may show these my signs before him, and thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what things I have done in Mitzrayim, and my signs which I have done among them, that you may know that I am the Lord. And Moshe and Aaron came to Pharaoh and said to him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I will bring the locusts into thy border, and they shall cover the face of the earth, so that it will not be possible to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remains to you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which grows for you out of the field. And they shall fill thy houses, and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all Mitzrayim, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth to this day. And he turned and went out from Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's servants said to him, How long shall this man be a snare to us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Knowest thou not yet that Mitzrayim is destroyed? And Moshe and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he said to them, Go, serve the Lord your God. But who are they that shall go? And Moshe said, We will go with our young, and with our old, and with our sons, and with our daughters. With our flocks and with our herds will we go, for we must hold a feast to the Lord. And he said to them, Let the Lord be so with you, as I will let you go, and your little ones, look to it, for evil is before you. Not so. Go now, you that are men, and serve the Lord, for that is what you desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said to Moshe, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Mitzrayim, for the locusts they may come up upon the land of Mitzrayim and eat every plant of the land, and that the hail has left. All that the hail has left. So Moshe stretched out his rod over the land of Mitzrayim, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Mitzrayim, and rested in all the borders of Mitzrayim. Very grievous they were. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall there be such. For they covered the surface of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, and they did eat every plant of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left, and there remained no green thing in the trees or in the plants of the field through all the land of Mitzrayim. Then Pharaoh called for Moshe and Aaron in haste, and he said, I have sinned against the Lord your God and against you. Now therefore forgive, I pray thee, my sin only this once, and entreat the Lord your God that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And the Lord turned a very strong west wind, which took away the locusts, and cast them into the sea of surf. And there remained not one locust in all the borders of Mitzrayim. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said to Moshe, Stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Mitzrayim, darkness which may be felt. And Moshe stretched out his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Mitzrayim 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called to Moshe and said, Go serve the Lord. Only let your flocks and your herds stay behind. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moshe said, Thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not be a hoof left behind. For of them must we take to the Lord thy God, must we take to serve the Lord our God. And we know not with what we must serve the Lord until we come there. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said to him, Get thee from me, take heed to thyself, see my face no more, for in that day thou seest my face thou shalt die. And Moshe said, Thou hast spoken well, I will see thy face again no more. And the Lord said to Moshe, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Mitzrayim. Afterwards he will let you go from here. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out altogether from here. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man ask of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of Mitzrayim. Moreover, the man Moshe was very great in the land of Mitzrayim, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moshe said, Thus says the Lord, About midnight I will go out into the midst of Mitzrayim, and all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the maidservants that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of cattle. And there shall be a great cry through all the land of Mitzrayim, such as there was none like it, and now shall be like it any more. But against any of the children of Israel not a dog shall move its tongue, neither against man or beast, that you may know that the Lord differentiates between Mitzrayim and between Israel. And all thy servants shall come down to me and bow down to themselves, saying, Get thee gone, and all thy people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in great anger. It's Exodus 11:9.